Alrighty. What's up, everybody? We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this Thursday afternoon, almost Thursday evening video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to my other channels, which are down there, dude, in the description box. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, oh, baby, ever, I mean ever, ever miss an upload and miss a video. So hit the bell. Hopefully you get notified. If you're not getting notified, then unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell, turn on the notifications, on all notifications, and hopefully you'll get my videos. If not, then just search my name and search my channels, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about all that. Because YouTube is broken, but we knew that already. And that's all I gotta say about that. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, that's all right. We're live here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel on this Thursday afternoon, almost Thursday evening, October the 21st, 2021. Hope you had a great day. And most of you have been up since like 11 o'clock this morning watching this godforsaken pay-per-view that I'll get to in a minute. Crowned Fool. So we'll get to that. And but in the other event, I hope you had a great day. Pretty nice here in the Northeast, as always. With 73 degrees today, and that too. Nice, beautiful, sunny day, and right near the end of October, as we're 10 days away from Halloween. But the weather is going to be getting chilly this weekend, and Saturday is going to be really, really, really cold. No, not that cold, but it's going to like 58 to 61 degrees. Well, that's hoodie weather. So hoodie weather is coming back this weekend, and pretty soon we'll be wearing hoodies and maybe some light jackets, or maybe even have to break out the winter jacket pretty soon. So, but still, we'll get there. We'll get there. Start the weekend tomorrow, and I hope you all have a great weekend. But if not, well, I can't help you there. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I already got 3 people in the chat, but hopefully get a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, but probably mindless zombies, but it is what it is. Because they have no life. They have no job. They have no life. And then they get no pussy. But it is what it is, you know. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, as always, we got the tribal chief of the chat, my good buddy Nick Infante 1992 in the chat. What's up, Nick? Was hanging out with you guys in Brandon Martin's chat. Big ups to Brandon Martin and J-Man on that great channel, the Rant and Rave podcast, coming your way tonight at 8 p.m. on the Brandon Martin channel. So check it out, or just type in Rant and Rave podcast. You probably find it somewhere. You'll find that channel somewhere. Or maybe in post-production I'll put the link to that channel, the Rant and Rave podcast channel, in the chat, in the in the description box after the video. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we drinking? What are we drinking today? What are we drinking? I hope you had a great day. Like I said, I had a pretty, the morning kind of sucks. I'm not really a morning person. And it is what it is. Being being alone in the house, but because Rose is visiting her mom down in Bmore, so I basically got to clean the house, and I got to do other errands I have to do besides my side job and everything. But it is what it is. So you got to do what you got to do. I'm gonna go going shopping. I think maybe tomorrow. Thank you for the free views, buttholes. Excuse me. Can't talk because I just had French bread pizza. I had French bread pizza just a little while ago. Woo! And I had the meat lovers pizza because Rosa bought meat lovers pizza that she never even bothered to eat. So I was like, I was craving for that. So I was like, well, not French bread, well, not meat lovers pizza, but I was craving for something to eat. So I was like, I got to eat something. So I'm like, we got this. I'll have it. Nobody, she's not eating it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have it. So I had that, and it was like I had sausage, peppers, onions. Oh, it was just whew. And I had pepperoni, but I took the pepperoni off and gave it to the cat. But holy crap, it was hot. Woo! My mouth's still burning. But good thing I got. I mean, I had fruit punch. Now I have water because my mouth is fucking on fire. I feel like a fucking dragon right now. I'm about to breathe fire, fire, fire out my mouth. But it is what it is. But I had a good lunch. That's all I gotta say about that. And I'm gonna have a sensible dinner later on. That's later on. That's a few hours actually. It's 5:12 in the Northeast, and that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this Thursday afternoon, getting close to Thursday evening, like I said, check out my reaction video to one of the matches at Crown Jewel, the Zelina Vega Dutra match for the Queen's Crown, and I was hoping it would just go viral, but it is what it is. But check out my reaction, my great reaction to that who won that match, and that's all I gotta say about that. So link to the video down there, dude. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right. Before we get to Crown Jewel, gotta talk to Nick once more. All right, Nick says, I am not surprised Roman retained. I'm not surprised either. I'm not surprised. It was, they said that he was gonna win, and they're gonna do like a trilogy, and they're gonna keep going with this feud. We'll see what happens tomorrow on SmackDown with both of them. But I can see something happening maybe at Survivor Series, or they just don't do anything at Survivor Series. Like, well, it'll probably be Roman versus Big E, which should be at WrestleMania. Should have done that last year or this year. But I mean, it is what it is. They had Edge win. Bullshit. It should have had Big E win. He was on SmackDown, could have faced Roman. We wouldn't have this fucking problem with Roman and Brock, part 69. But, we get another feud between Roman and Brock now that Paul Heyman is now involved. And I'll get to Paul later. They're gonna continue this feud. I mean, they had a great match today or tonight if you're in Saudi Arabia or in another part of the country, world, I should say. Um, you had a great match, and the feud is gonna continue on. But since Survivor Series is supposedly Raw versus SmackDown, I would think they're gonna do Roman versus Big E, non-title, of course, because they're not gonna do title for title. I think it's gonna be a good match. I think Roman's gonna whip that ass of Big E, but and continue on as your tribal chief, and we must acknowledge him. So that's that. They'll keep Roman as the champ all the way to the end of the year, and then maybe have a match at that new pay per view day one, where he may have a rematch with Brock, and then maybe finish it out at WrestleMania. Or I think Brock may win the Royal Rumble, face Roman for the third time, and then maybe beat him at WrestleMania. But then again, who knows? They might keep Roman as champ all the way through WrestleMania. They might be getting close to a 2-year champion. I mean, I'm all for long title reigns, but I mean, come on. At some point, you gotta lose. I mean, the last couple of years, we had long ass fuck champions. Adam Cole, baby, remember that one? The NXT World Title. Roman's had it for like it's over a year now. Walter had it for almost 2.5 years. Had it over 900 days. We're getting close to 3 years. Well, actually, 2.5 years, I should say. Walter had it for a long time. The NXT UK championship. Kaylee Ray had it for like over a year and change. Io had it for over a year and change. And you look at other champions, in wrestling and different promotions. In damn it, in AEW, the Bucks had it for like over a year. The AEW Tag Team Championships, they had that for a while. Darby had it for like a long time. I mean, Kenny and Adam Page held but before the Bucks won it, they had the belts for a long time. Hikaru Shida had like a year-long reign. Nick Aldis, we all remember Nick Aldis from NWA. He had a almost 3-year reign as NWA world champion before losing to Trevor Murdoch. But I mean, we're not going to see like a Bruno Sammartino holds it for like 20 goddamn years. Nobody's going to touch Bruno. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Roman Reigns, you're not holding it for 20 goddamn years. Or be like a Hulk Hogan brother holding it for 5 years. Or John Cena or something like that. Even though John Cena never held the belt for 5 years, but it felt like he was holding that belt hostage for 5 years. I mean, same thing with Brock when he was like 500 and some odd day champion. I mean, like I said, I'm all for long title reigns, but I mean, don't make it like 4, 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years, and then get ridiculous rematches in around that time. You could have a trilogy. That's nice. But get to somebody else, and then have a match or two. Don't make you defend the belt. You have a trilogy, then you go on to the next one, and then you have another trilogy that goes on for 3, 4 months. That's why you got a lot of long title reigns because it's basically rematch after rematch after rematch. But it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, same. Remember when Jay Lethal held the Ring of Honor title and the TV title? He held both of those for a year, which is strange. Well, not strange, but it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. And that's it. All right. All right, we'll move on from there. Yeah, I'm not surprised Roman retained. I'm not surprised. All right, we'll move on. Nick had Gatorade, and all I had was goddamn fruit punch. Not Gatorade fruit punch. I had the miso fruit punch. Now I got water. Because I got no soda at the moment. No liquor. I got no liquor either. I gotta go to the liquor store tomorrow. Gotta buy some Jack. I gotta buy some Jack Daniels. I gotta buy some Johnny Walker Black. I mean, it doesn't matter what label you get. Red, black, blue. I prefer black. Just my preference, and Rose's preference too. But Rose would drink anything because she's a fucking alcoholic. But that's just the way it is. He's a fucking alcoholic and a big pain in my fucking ass. But I love her. Oh, my back. It's a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Long day. I need a nap. And that's all I gotta say about that. But at least, Nick, you had Gatorade. At least you had something. That's that. All right. Nick says not surprised. Oldberg won. Obviously, he was gonna win, and and we'll never see Goldberg again until maybe the day one pay-per-view or at the Royal Rumble. We'll have a probably meaningless match. But if he does come back at either the day one pay-per-view or the Royal Rumble, he's going to get a title match, which he's not entitled to. And it'll probably be Big E and Goldberg at the Royal Rumble. God forbid that happens, but it probably will. And I'd love to see Big E whip his ass. Because at this point, Goldberg doesn't need another title. He needs to go to retirement. Because he's old. He's 54, 55 years old. But it is what it is. That's that. So this pay-per-view was decent. It started off hot with that Hell in a Cell match to start the show. And then down the crapper it went. And then when Roman and Brock came, it basically said, okay, we're going to make the show end pretty good. But still, it's still a pretty decent pay-per-view. I mean, they pulled it off. They didn't have to, overload the card or anything like that. The hype was okay. And now, coming out of it, now we're going to start the road to the Survivor Series at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York on November the 21st, in a couple of weeks, about a month from now. So that should be good. We'll see what happens with that. We might probably get some Survivor Series matches. I would think the women and the men, of course, 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series matches. Probably have title matches as well. Maybe I don't know about that. Well, we'll see what title matches we get. Like I said, we probably get Big E and Roman. Big E and Roman probably as your main event. And then if they do a women's match, I would think it'll be Becky versus Charlotte. Again! Which we don't want to see. I don't think anybody in the Barclays Center will even give two shits about that match. It'll be good, but I just don't give two shits. But tomorrow they're gonna swap belts. Oh, and I gave away, the SmackDown title match because Becky obviously was gonna retain, even though Sasha on her Instagram page posted a video of from last night where they were shooting off fireworks, and Sasha puts in spoiler for tomorrow. Sorry, Sasha, that wasn't a spoiler. But you lost. You had the match won, but Becky stole it. Because Becky's smart. But you're still hot. It is what it is. So I think they're gonna swap belts tomorrow. Becky's gonna be on SmackDown. It's like, I'm on SmackDown. I might be on Raw, but I'm the SmackDown champion. And then Charlotte will come out. It's like, I'm the Raw champion, but I'm on SmackDown. So you can't have, everybody's like, we can't have two belts here. This is not the Attitude Era. So they're gonna swap belts like the New Day and the Street Profits did 2 years ago. So Becky will get her Raw Women's Championship back that she really never lost. And technically, she didn't lose the SmackDown belt. She just handed it over to Charlotte. Charlotte becomes the SmackDown champion. I guess that adds to her total, which now will be, 13? 14 maybe? I don't know. I lost count. So Charlotte will become the SmackDown champion. And now she's got people to feud with, like Sasha, like Liv Morgan, like Shayna Baszler. Instead of meaningless bitches that really don't deserve a title shot. Not that there are many women on SmackDown. Like, maybe Toni Storm. Yeah, I can put Toni Storm in there too. And then on Raw, Becky's probably gonna face Bianca. Obviously, that storyline is not gonna end. But then, I mean, who else you got? That Doudrop. Nobody will care about Becky and Doudrop. Nobody cares. Natalya. Becky and Natalya I don't really care about that. Becky and Tamina. Boring. Becky and Zelina Vega. Might be good. Zelina Vega's doing actually pretty good now. She's getting a run. Yeah, a nice little push. Nice little push. Now she's Queen Zelina. Yes. That's the only good thing. So I guess WWE did Zelina Vega a favor, It's like, we were just jobbing you out for the first couple months, and now we're just gonna give you a push. Now you're the queen. But what are you gonna do with her now? Do you give her a shot at Becky? Not that she's gonna win. I just think this Queen's Crown tournament was worthless. It was worthless. All the matches, the entire tournament lasted 14 minutes, including, except for today. I think it lasted 4 minutes? 3-4 minutes, somewhere around there. So in total, about 18, almost 20 minutes total for this godforsaken tournament. That was garbage. Match itself was garbage too, so. But the outcome made me very happy. So Becky can have Natalya, Doudrop, Zelina Vega. I think Carmella's on Smack. Carmella went to Raw, right? Yeah, Becky and Carmella. I don't really care about that. And then wherever Asuka lands, if she ever comes back, because I can't let her out of that bedroom. I mean, good lord. I suck your dick long time. Yes, you do. Because I am Asuka and nobody is ready for Asuka except my dick. I have her hostage. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I love my Asians. I gotta have my sushi once in a while. I mean, have you tried the fish lately? Well, most of you haven't. Because you like the meat, but that's just another story for another time. But we'll see what happens with Becky on Raw this Monday night. Like I said, I think her and Bianca will continue their feud. That's all. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. Thought I heard my neighbor. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Usually the neighbor gets home by now, so probably the neighbor. Yeah, because I had my window open. You probably hear my neighbor screaming outside. So shut up! Stop playing that Slayer! Because I blast Slayer sometimes at night, or any metal band, whether it be In This Moment or New Year's Day or Motionless in White, or maybe if I feel nostalgic, I'll throw on some Beartooth or some Cradle of Filth or Amon Amarth or some Slipknot or some Foghat. No, I'm just kidding, not Foghat. Whatever. I just play anything I feel like it. I'm just wake the neighbors up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It is what it is. All right. Yeah, not surprised over one. All right. All right. So let's get into this review. Let's not waste any more time because I got other things to do. I want to enjoy the rest of my my evening and enjoy my Thursday night. Maybe watch some Thursday night football. It's a crappy game on tonight. Denver and Cleveland. Not that I really want to watch that. I could watch the NLCS Game 5 between the Braves and the Dodgers. Braves about to close that series out. They're already up 3-1 as they won last night. So JD might be celebrating tonight. He's already celebrating on his video, his crown jewel video. He's probably gonna get even more drunk tonight if the Braves win and win the National League and go to the World Series. I mean, Met fans will not like that, especially. And then tomorrow you got Game 6 of the ALCS between Boston and Houston, and Houston has a 3-2 lead going back to Houston. So not going to be easy for Boston to win Game 6 and 7 in Houston. But anything can happen. You never know. But I'd love for that series to go 7, but I don't think I really don't think it will go 7. But you never know. But it's looking. It looks like it might be Houston. Those cheaters from Houston taking on JD's Braves in the World Series beginning on Tuesday night. So it looks like I might have to become a Houston Astros fan for about a week. Because you know how much I hate the Braves. And my semi-love-hate relationship for JD. But it is what it is. Alright, let's get to this review. Let's not waste any more time. Alright, so like I said, the pay-per-view was okay. Not bad. Started off hot, and then down it went. And then until the main event. But we started off with the kickoff show, and we had a non-time taking on the Hurts of Shelton Benjamin and Alexander. Really, the Hurt Business is not really the Hurt Business that we used to know back last year before they broke up. Thank you, Vince, you idiots. Because they're not really together. I mean, we don't see. I mean, they kind of are together because we saw Cedric and Shelton in, near the end of the Goldberg last match. So they kind of. I mean, we haven't seen MVP yet. He's still recovering his knee surgery. He's supposed to be coming back soon, but anyway, we had the match, and it was okay, nothing great. The fans love the Usos. I mean, why? Why would you like the Usos if you're from Arabia? Because you know who they run with. They run with our tribal chief. Anyway, so Jay and Cedric start off. Jay grabs a belter back suplex for a near fall. Shelton comes in. He powers Jay into the corner. Then Cedric comes back in for a knee to face. Then they start working over Jay's arm a little bit, including a shoulder breaker, setting up the arm bar. Then they go up top and a superplex by who's that? It was Cedric. Sends Jay crashing down to the mat, goes for the cover, gets a 2 count out of that. And then Cedric locks in Tequila Sunrise, thinking he's in. Ulale! Yes, arriba la pasta! No. Whatever. That gets broken up. Then a cross arm breaker it gets reapplied. Jay slips out. Then he gets a shot in. Finally gets the hot tag to his brother Jay. He cleans house. Then he picks up Cedric and hits a kind of almost botched the some for near fall. Then he comes back with a neck breaker for the near fall. Shelton Benjamin with a knee in the corner, and then everybody's in the ring. Shelton hits the angle slam for a near fall. Then he hits pay dirt. Once again, Jimmy kicks out. Jay comes back and they hit a bunch of super kicks on Shelton to send him to the outside. And then Cedric comes in. And really, that was it for Cedric. As they hit more super kicks. Then they go up top, hit the super fly splashes. 1, 2, 3. They finish off Cedric. And almost 11 minutes. So that was that. So the continue to beat the competition, beat the crap out of those tag teams. And we'll see what happens with them tomorrow night. See who their next challengers be War Machine. Then again, it could be the New Day, as the New Day have now been drafted to SmackDown. So we could get another Usos New Day feud. We could be good, but not like, I don't think it'll be like past years remember when that Hell in a Cell match they had. Whew, probably one of the greatest tag team Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen. Well, in history, I should say. Yeah, that's all I got. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. The pyro goes off. I mean, there's a lot of pyros coming from to pay for all that pyro. That Saudi prince must have more money than that's that blood money. He might not be a billionaire. He might be a, but he loves Van. He's and years or so, 7, 8 years. So probably have maybe 1 or 2 events in Saudi Arabia next year. Maybe the greatest Royal Rumble or the Super Showdown, and then another Crown by the end of next year. So we'll see what happens with this. Pandemic still goes around, but basically it's starting to die down again. But then again, we don't know. What could be another surge by the winter. Now they got all the boosters are out now. The Pfizer, the Moderna, and the Johnson are out, and you get to pick and choose which one you want. If you got the Pfizer vaccine, you can get the Moderna booster. You can get the Johnson & Johnson booster, and vice versa. You can have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and then decide to have the Pfizer vaccine booster, Pfizer booster. Which I am thinking about getting the booster, but I'm not sure if I want it. A lot of people saying that the Pfizer vaccine is kind of more effective than the Moderna and the pick. I mean, it's your choice. Your choice, your body. Sick. Yeah, your choice. What are you gonna get, Nick? Well, if you're not gonna get the booster, well, are all you guys fully vaccinated like I am? I think Nick is as well. I'm personally probably maybe get it. At the same pharmacy has it. If they have Johnson booster, I'm probably not gonna get it. I might just go to the hospital and see which one they have. Get the Pfizer maybe, but I'll see. We'll see. Anyway, all right. So then we go to get the restart the show. Pyro. The crowd is also hype in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh. And then we see some camels around the stage. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Would you like to see my camel? It's not even Wednesday. But Wednesday is hump day. Yeah. Mike. Guess what day it is, Mike? It's hump. Woo woo. Yeah, so it's kind of weird to see camels at right. Like, what is this, 1985? We have the crocodiles, we have the snake. I mean, what's next? What's next for the WWE? They'll go to like Japan when like a dragon comes out or something like that, or a rat. There'll probably be a rat in the. There might be a mutated rat, like Master Splinter comes out or something like that, or maybe Shredder, or I don't know. That would be funny. That would be funny to see in the ring or somebody dress up as a rat, an actual rodent. But I digress. Or they go to Africa. Maybe they go. Well, if they ever decide to go to Africa, maybe they can go to Zambia, Tanzania. You know how Vince is weird. I'm tired. Anyway, let's get to this card. All right, so we get a recap of the Seth Rollins Edge feud, which is now going to be ending in Hell in a Cell. So, cell slowing down that McDonald's freaking looking cell that it is. But anyway, we start. The cell drops. Edge. Seth Rollins comes out, of course, and then we start the match. I feel bad. I felt bad that we had a female referee inside Hell in a Cell. Said to be, Jessica. Because she could have got really hurt in that match. Thankfully, she did not. But anyway, we start the match, and this match was great. Probably one of the best Hell in a Cell matches in the last few years. And I'm kind of surprised that they started with this. I was thinking maybe this would be like in the middle of the card. But I guess, Vince and Bruce just like, oh, we got to come out hot. I'm like, all right, let's do Hell in a Cell. Why not? So, they beat crap out of it. No blood, even though Edge's back was shredded a little bit, not totally. He had blood on his back and pieces of table on his back. Ugh. Nasty stuff. It starts off with Edge, Seth in the corner, and a fan's like, "This is awesome!" I'm like, the match just started. It's gonna be awesome. It just started. Weirdos. But then Rollins gets kicked in the face, sends him to the outside. He comes forward, knee to face, and then he starts to take over. Then he hits a suit, and Rollins hit the cage, and then Edge sends in and hits the execution or the edge-o-matic. I mean, is it the same move? I don't know. It's like one move is like that. He pulls him down, picks him like a front face lock, and he just picks him up, drops him. I don't know which one's the edge-o-matic and which one's the execution. I think the execution is the one where he picks him up and drops him, and the edge-o-matic is the one where he just falls back and everything. But so he hits the execution on the steps, and looked like he had a bad landing because Corey Graves, he said that that Edge hit his tailbone on the bottom part of the steps. He seemed like he was limping a little bit. All right, he goes for that the part of the chair. He sees it was broken off. He goes to put Rollins in the crossface, but Rollins comes back up and he sling blade. Whoops. This is a long match, like almost 28-minute match. So I'm gonna try to get most of it. I mean, I got a lot of time, so it is what it is. To go outside again, Edge sends Rollins into the cage again to regain control. He tries to crossface again. Rollins grabs it. Oof! Great camera shot, by the way. And then he escapes. Rollins then knocks the chair into Edge's face. Goes up top, hits a beautiful frog splash for a near fall. It's tables time. Rollins takes out a table at ringside, but before he sets the plants, he's on Prettier, which is suddenly now Edge's move. I don't know why he stole Christian's move of all things, but so like what I mean. And he hits that, gets a near fall out of that. He takes his time getting up. That was Edge to shove him into the cell, which was probably rope into the cage. Ricochet, Rollins, evil. Ooh, that was sick. That was. Anyway, then Edge goes in the steps again. Then Edge on Rollins. to plan him, Edge leaves Rollins on the steps, goes up top with a chair, and does his best New Jack impersonation, motherfucker, and dives off with a chair shot to Rollins, but he couldn't make the cover, and it was a delayed 2 count. Rollins gets back up and hits a super kick into the finishing move, and he's using it as a setup second move. So he hits that, but can't make the cover. Both men are down. He loads up for the stomp. Edge counts into the buckle bomb. So they're switching moves. It's a spear. 1, 2. Rollins kicks. And Edge is like, what do I got to do to win here? And with nothing else that works, he goes outside, grabs another table, but then he pulls out a ladder, which knocks Rollins back down. He hits him with the ladder. Rollins is able to whip Edge into the ladder in the corner. Then he gets the table that Edge was going to bring out for table in the ring. Edge fights his way up to meet him on top, which was not the best idea for Edge, as Rollins off the tippy top of the ladder with a sunset through the table. That's how Edge got all those shards in his back and shit. He gets the near fall out of that. Then some super kicks drop Edge to his knees, and a basement super kick puts him down for good. Anyway, grabs a chain from like a bag or something, and we see a can of WD-40 in there. Anybody notice that one? I was like, please use that. But then that would have been a bad idea because you could have got poisoned and shit. But anyway, he grabs the chain, wraps it around his. He goes for the stomp on the chair with the chain on his foot. That gets counted as Edge picks up that Rollins isn't gonna have baby number 2 with Becky Lynch anytime soon. Which allowed Edge to kick him down. Edge grabs the crossface. He locked in the crossface. Then he grabbed a. Looked like he was about to tap, and then Edge is like he like stopped. I'm like, what? No. I got more to do. I got more violence on the chair. Then he goes back off the ropes, hits the stomp on the chair. 1, 2, 3. Edge. So about a 28-minute match. Great match. I gave 4. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta see. But they're both on Raw now. But I think they're gonna go their separate ways. I don't think we're gonna. I think Edge is gonna go his own way. He's gonna be a pretty big baby face title, which I think is his next. What's next for Edge? And Seth Rollins, he's still Rollins versus Big E for the WWE title. Seth Rollins maybe beats Big E for the title, and the match between Seth and Edge, they meet again this time, and then Edge, I would assume, will get the title. Edge doesn't really need, in my opinion, I don't think Edge needs it. Before he officially retires. Guy's what, 50 years old? Give him one title reign. A little long, not too long. I would say maybe 3, maybe 5 months at most, maybe 6. And he's gonna have some great matches on Raw. I would love for that to see that. Edge and Finn Balor, I think, would be great. Not for the if Damian Priest. I think it's the only title he hasn't won, which is the U.S. title. And besides the Heavyweight Championship, he's never won the Universal title. And he did win the WWE title, but he hasn't won the Universal title yet, and he hasn't won I don't believe he won the U.S. I think those are the 2 titles that he might be actually going for. Well, he can't go for the Universal title because he has to get drafted to SmackDown. Or they'll do like in a promotion match with Edge versus Roman again, and then maybe Edge beats Roman and wins the Universal title. I don't see that happening, but it could. You never know. But if they do Edge and Damian Priest for the United States title, I think it'll be a great match. If Edge does win, gets a nice little U.S. title run just to finish his career. We'll see. I don't know. But I would love to see Damian Priest and Edge go at it. I mean, there's a lot of stories. A lot of matches you can do with Edge now. You don't have to put him against Seth Rollins until Rollins either gets the belt and they somehow they haven't they'll go through like a year they haven't fought, and then we do this all over again. This time for the WWE title, but we'll see. But I think Edge might go into a feud with AJ, might go into a feud with Finn Balor. I don't know anybody else that could fight him. That's a star on Raw. Maybe Apollo Crews, but I don't even know what they're doing with Apollo. And Commander Aziz. Probably just put Apollo in the 24/7 picture, which will suck. But it is what it is, and that's that. But like I said, this match was great. Almost 28-minute match. 4 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, about Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's not even her hair, but she's Bianca Belair. That's that. That was pretty nice. To hype up, her going into the SmackDown Women's Title match with Sasha Banks and Becky. That was nice. All right, then after that, we get a recap of the Mustafa Ali Mansoor match and how Ali mentored Mansoor. Then they were a tag team, and then he turned on him. Now we got this match, and now it's time for some revenge from Mansoor in his home country. Number 2, Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. Ali is actually in his hometown because I think he does come from Saudi Arabia. Both of them are Muslim, and like I said on my predictions video, this is the first time in WWE history that 2 Muslims fight in WWE history in their home country. Well, even though Mansoor is from Pakistan, but you get my drift. But anyway, Ali comes out first. He gets a humongous reaction. And, I was watching JD earlier, a little while ago, and I don't agree with JD a lot, but I have to agree with JD that Mustafa Ali is probably the most underutilized person on that roster. He's got the tools. He's got the talent. He should be going for, now he's on SmackDown, and so is Mansoor. They can go for the Intercontinental title, or maybe I think Ali might come out and say, oh, yeah, you did good. You did good. Let's tag team again. Maybe they go after the tag team belts. But then again, I don't know what Bruce and Vince are thinking. They could just have Ali be what he used to be in catering, and then he'll just drag Mansoor with him. Sad. Mansoor's a pretty good guy, but all he's good for is having great matches at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia for the last 3-4 years. It is what it is. But anyway, they have a pretty okay match, pretty 10-minute match. They fight over control to start. Mansoor grabs a armbar. They get pop kick puts Ali on the floor. And then we hear Michael Cole mocking Ali for setting up a hashtag about himself. It is what it is. Michael Cole needs to shut the fuck up. Because we had Michael Cole and Corey Slave and Byron Dixon on commentary, since Pat McAfee did not make the trip, or Jimmy Smith did not make the trip as well, for I guess obvious reasons. But it is what it is. It felt like Raw from like 2 years ago. It is what it is. I couldn't stand the commentary team today. I can't stand them. I can't stand all 3 of them. I hated it. Commentary was boring. I would have rather heard the Saudi Arabian commentary team than the American freaking commentary team. At least I would have had a good time listening to commentary. But it is what it is. So anyway, Mansoor drop kicks Ali to the floor, but Ali slipped the leg down son. They drop him back first on the apron. Ow. To get back in, Ali grabs a camel clutch for the ass makes him his home country. Followed by a beautiful tornado DDT for near fall. Then he starts talking trash to Mansoor. Mansoor fights back up, hits an atomic drop, and Ali's like, no more. But Ali gets sent to the outside, comes back in with a kick to face, goes for a 450. He missed. Mansoor suplexes him into the corner. Didn't look that good. Then he goes up top, hits a beautiful moonsault for a delayed near fall. As he was going for the cover, then they cut to a young girl in the audience. That's bad production. Somebody's getting fired for that. Probably Vince. Vince's like, go to the camera 2, quick! Back to camera 1! There's a cover! You missed it! Dumbass. But, Mansoor makes a delayed near fall because of he had a damage to his neck. Which allowed Ali to grab the Koji clutch, and I was hoping that Mansoor would get out of it because I don't think they would have Mansoor, of all people. They love him in Saudi Arabia, even though Ali's in his home country. They won't have Mansoor lose like that, but it is what it is. But anyway, he gets to the ropes to get out of trouble, and then Ali goes to the top. It's like, well, 450 didn't work the first time. Let's try it again. So he tries for the 450 and completely misses as Mansoor goes to the apron. Then he comes back in with a slingshot neckbreaker. 1, 2, 3. Mansoor gets the win, and he is 3-0 in Saudi Arabia. Because he won against Cesaro. He won the Battle Royal. I think at the Greatest Royal Rumble, Super Showdown. He beat Cesaro, but I think the crown jewel. Now he beat him. So he's now 3-0 in Saudi Arabia. And that's the only thing he's good for, is having great matches in Saudi Arabia. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that was that. And then after the match, Ali comes on Mansoor from behind to keep the heel heat on him. Then we see a guy come out. I'm like, okay, who the hell is this guy? Comes out, white karate gi with a red Saudi Arabia garb. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like, looked like he was like a black guy. Old guy. I was like, well, that can't be Titus, can it? Like, did Titus just out of catering? Like, Titus is like, oh, I gotta go to the ring real quick. I gotta fall. I can't have what happened a couple years ago and slip onto the ring. I'm gonna dress up as a karate guy and fool Ali. He slowly walks to the ring. Took him like 5 minutes to get to the ring. Then he takes off his the Saudi Arabian shawl in karate. The Saudi Arabian silver medalist in karate that was in Tokyo this past summer. What was his name? Tariq Amdi or something like that. I forgot. I don't know. I think his name is Tariq Hamdi, something like that. A Cole called him a karate player. Anyways, him and Ali are and then Ali's back kick that I think was a little bit too much. And so he knocks Ali down, and that's basically it. As Mansoor gets up and they start posing, the fans are going nuts. Just because, you just have a good moment for Mansoor in Saudi Arabia with the silver medalist from Saudi Arabia. But that's it. Nothing to see there. That's all I got to say about that. And it was just like, who is? I was like, I'm on Brandon Martin's video, and I'm like in the chat. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, it's Titus. No, not Titus. Because at least Titus would have got to the ring real quick and maybe slipped on the way down. That would have been really bad again. But it is what it is. Titus had something else to do. So it wasn't Titus. But it was this guy, Tariq. I think his name is Tariq Hamdi or something like that. But, yeah, nice to have a nice moment with Mansoor and in their home country. Yeah, not bad. And we'll see what happens with Ali and Mansoor as they go to SmackDown tomorrow with the new roster. Roster's beginning Friday, tomorrow SmackDown, and on night on Monday Night Raw. But we're gonna have a bunch of rematches and really no setup. No setup for the Survivor Series. I mean, we got about 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So it's gonna take a while. Probably take that before we even get a match at the Survivor Series announced. But it is. All right, so we get that. All right, after that, we go. We get a video and just a promo video for the Survivor Series. We come back in the ring with Titus O'Neil and Natalya. Natalya dressed. She had to be dressed accordingly because you can't show the boobies. I mean, really? Come on, Saudi Prince. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Let them show some skin, goddammit. I want to see some boobies when I go to Saudi Arabia. Come on. Not that I'll ever go to Saudi Arabia, but, if I ever did, I want to see women in fucking shawls and I only can see their eyes. I want to see their face and their body. They could have a banging body with big titties and stuff. And a nice ass. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, be like Vince McMahon. I'll even do an Asian, I can't get enough dicks, It's just with me, you'd be like, I can't get enough pussy. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so we see Titus and Natalya in the ring with four women from Saudi Arabia that beat breast cancer. So, of course, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and now that they're, with their partnership with the Susan G. Komen Foundation, they gave them all pink Universal title or WWE Universal title belts. And Natalya and Titus talk about how great they are, and nothing to see here. Get them out of my ring! That was that. So, I can see AEW doing something like that, maybe on Dynamite tomorrow or in the future, because now they're partnered with the Susan G. Komen Foundation for breast cancer awareness and everything like that. So they could do something like that. They might give out a pink freaking women's title or something like that, or world title. They could do that. Tony Khan's got the money, so it is what it is. We see that. We could see that in the future. I don't know if they'll do it tomorrow or on the October 27th edition of Dynamite. But I would think they would do it in the future. But we'll see. Anyway, then we get to match number 3 for the Raw Tag Team titles. We got RK Bro of a good weed man himself, Riddle, and our good buddy Randy Orton in his monotonous voice as they take on the phenomenal AJ Styles and the big black diesel himself, Omos. This was an okay match, nothing great. I think the obvious winner here, I was hoping AJ and Omos would win the belts back, but this match lasted almost 9 minutes. I'm hoping maybe a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So, but anyway, RK Bro comes out. Riddle comes out on his scooter, but he's like, hold on, I'm going backstage. I'm like, Randy's like, where are you going? And then Riddle comes out and then he grabs one of the camels at ringside, or not ringside, on the stage, by the stage, and he's riding the camel down the fucking ramp. And Orton's like, huh? The hell? And then Omos and AJ are like, this guy's fucking weird. So yeah, that happened. Well, you never know what's going to happen in the WWE. So But anyway, it's also with Styles and Riddle, and fans are like, yeah, this is great. Riddle gets the advantage early with a kick to chest, then tags in Orton, who comes in with an RKO chant. Orton sends AJ in the corner. Then Riddle comes back in. They're working on AJ for a while. Riddle hits a gut wrench spin into a suplex like he hit last week on Raw. This past Monday on Raw, not last week. And then Riddle suplexes AJ in the corner, in his own corner, like a dumbass. So the big black diesel comes in. Riddle's like, I'm out of here. Tags in Orton immediately. And then Orton and Omos go at it, which I thought was pretty good. But Omos drags Orton over to the corner, tags in AJ to come in and stomp, hits a beautiful drop kick on Orton. And then Styles like, big black diesel, finish him off. So Omos comes in. And I was like, well, I guess he's gonna pick up Orton, hit the Great Khali Boopy drop, but he comes in and a 1905 nerve hold, because you got to have a nerve hold once in a while in the match. He even look good. He's like he has his hand on Orton's shoulder, but Orton's selling the crap out of it. But Orton's like, fucking nerve hold, get out of here. And then he's really back in. And then AJ comes in, little blitz. Then he gets caught with a Pele kick by Riddle. Tags in Orton, who hits that patented Orton power slam. And he's about ready to, hears those voices in his head. He's about to go for the Gilmore cutter, but Omos distracted him as he was going for the Hangman, the Demon DDT on the ropes. And then it's like, get over here, Omos. Snaps Omos across the rope. He's in the match. AJ goes to the apron, tries to go for the phenomenal forearm, and you know what that leads to. He jumps right into that Gilmore cut. He tags in Riddle. Riddle goes up top, hits the floating bro. 1, 2, 3. RK Bro retains the Raw Tag Team titles in like almost 9-minute match. Nothing great. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. I don't know what they're gonna do now with AJ. Should break up. I hate to say it, another tag team breaking up, but I think AJ should just own, because Omos is like 3 moves. Great Khali 2.0. Like we mentioned that before. He is. He's big, and I think Omos is like a bodyguard type guy. I don't think he's a wrestler. He's run for maybe the U.S. title again, or go for the world title, and then Omos just be there. He doesn't have to do anything. Just be like Omos. That's it. As far as going for another tag team title shot, you're gonna see it on Raw this Monday night, but I think AJ and Omos should go to separate ways, or I lost my interest in AJ and Omos as a tag team. I just lost my interest. I think. Well, what are you gonna do? What can you do? But like I said, I would love AJ to go on a nice singles run and start a feud with Edge. I think that should be the first thing they should do. Have Edge go after freaking just we're screaming. I'd rather have AJ go after Edge, like beat up Edge during a promo, and then we have Edge and AJ in a pretty good feud that can last maybe a couple months. You know, like I said, Edge could have great matches with AJ. I think it would be money. It's money right there. AJ and Finn Balor is money. Take my money, thank you. And then Edge and maybe Big E could be a man. I don't think it would be money, but I think it'd be pretty decent. But then again, you have to turn Big E heel then. I don't think Vince would dare to right now at the moment turn Big E heel, or maybe just turn Edge back to a heel. But then again, I don't think they're gonna do that. But you never know. I mean, the same company, the same guys that were gonna turn Adam Cole into a manager and manage Keith Lee. Bad idea. That's why Adam Cole's like, I'm out of here. I'm out. I don't want to do this. And look where Adam Cole is now. In the Super Click, the best thing on wrestling today. And back on BTE, and that's why BTE is getting almost freaking a million freaking views almost every episode. That's why they have getting close to 600 million, 600,000? Yes, I think it's 600,000 subscribers. And getting, in a few years they might get to 1 million, but right now it's almost getting close to 600. Last check, it was almost 600,000. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right, so RK Bro get the win. Match gave 2.5 out. And we'll see what happens with Orton and Ray as they go to Raw, and who their next challengers might. Street Profits. It's like that's the only team that's on Raw, I think. Unless they have another tag come up from NXT, like maybe the Crystal Young Friends. I mean, you got to have some tag teams on Raw to go after the tag team champions, and if you just have the Street Profits, I mean, we're going to see this 6 months? No, can't do that. Got to space out your tag teams. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, after that, we go to the back with Kevin Patrick and his guest, the SmackDown Women's Champion, The Man. Becky Lynch comes out and has a nice yellow shirt, just says Becky on it, because they can't show the boobies, of course. So Kevin asked her about her momentum. So Becky's like, oh, we go all the way back to the old country, lad. Okay. And Kevin's like, ask her about the triple threat match. So Becky's like, I know what the triple threat match means, you dumb idiot. Oh, I'm Becky Lynch. I know what to do. I'm the man. I'm the champion. Why you ask stupid question? Why did I just sound like an Asian fused with a freaking Irish lass? That sounded weird. No, sorry. Anyway. So we get all that. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, Becky's like, I'm not worried about being in the triple threat match. I know what happens in a triple threat match, you fucking idiot. And then she puts on some Dwayne Wayne glasses that I used. Remember Dwayne? Not Dwayne Wayne from a different those like the Aussie glasses, and you flip them down. They're like glasses, and they had the sunglasses. You flip them down. So she put them on, and then flipped them down to the sunglasses. So I would love to have those glasses again. I just can't find them anywhere. Okay, if I go to like any store that has glasses, I can't find them. I originally found those in Washington D.C., so I guess I have to go down to Washington D.C. and go find that plate. Go find. I think it was in the hotel gift shop that when I was staying in Washington D.C. back in like 8th grade. I have to go to that hotel again and then find a gift shop and see if they have those Dwayne Wayne glasses. Or just have to find them. She's ready for her title defense, and I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Chat room's open if you guys can say anything. I think Nick fell asleep. Nick, are you asleep? Are you still watching? Is anybody watching? Am I talking to myself? I don't care. I know it's one person watching. It might be myself, but it is what it is. All right. After that, then we get a video about the Raw Women's Champion, Horseface Charlotte Flair. Thankfully, was not on the show today, but she will be on SmackDown tomorrow to, I guess, give her title over to Becky, and Becky will give her title over to Charlotte. But we'll see what happens with that, and we'll move on. So yeah, so Horseface Charlotte gets her, her little time. That's it. All right. Match number 4. The finals of the Queen's Crown tournament. We had Doudrop taking on the lovely Zelina Vega. This match didn't last like minutes, the last 6 minutes. And as you saw in my reaction video, which you can watch down below, get that view count up. Because I want that to go viral, but it's probably viral. I don't give a shit how many views I get. But anyway, match was is what it is. But blah blah blah. Anyway, starts off with Zelina trying to beat Doudrop down, but a neck snap across the top rope gets her out of trouble because Doudrop was beating her up. Vega thinks she can get Doudrop down with a sunset flip, and then Doudrop hits some axe handles to the titties. Not the titties, because Tommy N will be a happy camper. Drops it, bow, but then gets pulled off the ropes into a beautiful tornado DDT by Zelina for a near fall. She sends Doudrop to the corner for a running shot to face, but Doudrop gets back to her feet for a swinging side slam, almost a la Kevin Nash, for a near fall. Then she sets up for the running back splash. She hits it and I was like, no, kick out. Now, thankfully, kicked out at 2. They get back up. Zelina avoids the splash. She sets up for the Code Red. She hits the Code Red. Well, we have the inaugural Queen of the Ring, or the first ever Queen's Crown champion, and that is Queen Zelina. Yes. And as you saw in my reaction, I was happy that she beat that fat cunt of a piece of crap named Doudrop. And that's it. And all hail Queen Zelina Vega. I will see what happens with her on Raw this Monday night. And that's it. I think she will have a nice reign as the queen. And hopefully this will be the end of the Queen's Crown tournament. Well, the idea of this fucking tournament. But, Vince McMahon and Bruce, next year, probably this time next year, they're like, oh, let's do it again. This time we're going to have matches that last 1 minute. Next year, maybe have a credible queen win this one. Not to say Zelina Vega is not credible to win it, but I would have loved to have Liv Morgan or Shayna Baszler win this tournament. It was cut out to be Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler in the finals, and they just fucked that up. Put the two, Zelina Vega and Doudrop. The match didn't come off that good, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. But great to see Zelina Vega win. And now, like I said, she's getting a nice little push. I don't know where that's gonna go. I don't even know what she's gonna do as queen. But we'll see. Maybe she should come out on Raw dressed up as, Aaliyah from Queen of the Damned. That would be awesome. You want ratings, Vince? You want ratings, Vince? You want to make, you want to pop a good rating, Vince? Zelina Vega, Thea Trinidad, Rosita, whatever you want to call her. She cosplays as Aaliyah, basically looks like Aaliyah. you know, if somebody gave her the idea, maybe I might even tweet her after this video and say, "Hey, you should come out on Monday Night Raw dressed up as Aaliyah from Queen of the Damned. You are the queen. You know, just get the get the garb, and if you have the garb, she probably has that whatever garb she has. But when Aaliyah wore in that movie, come out like that, and the fans are gonna go completely berserk. I mean, the male fans are like, oh, jerking off. Tommy End will probably be jerking off. I might jerk off. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I would do. But just to pop the rating. But Vince ain't gonna do that. Yeah, we gotta keep it PG. We're still in the PG era. I don't even know what era we're in. What era are we in? It's not the new era. It's not the reality era. Well, I don't know what era we're in. I think we're in the who gives a fuck era. Because nobody gives a fuck about Monday Night Raw. The worst television show in the history of television on Monday nights. If they had a main event scene that was great instead of having just ridiculous, boring fucking main events once in a while, then Raw would be getting 2 million, maybe close to 2.5 million. All they can muster now is 1.579. Oh, great. Great. WJ just I just got a notification on Facebook from WJ. He wants me to join another group. Good Lord. I mean, I just joined another EFED of his, World Wrestling Hamburger. And I proceed, he puts me in the goddamn main event, as usual. It's a battle royale. Now I'm in a mask because he fucked up all his creative wrestlers. He has to create everybody again. So now I'm in a mask, and I lose to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or whatever the fuck his name is. But from what WJ said to me in on Messenger, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in a big time match." Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose, right, WJ? Mm-hmm. Because you're so infatuated and obsessed with that fucking fat fuck, the Goof. I mean, how many Facebook groups do you need, WJ? You got rid of your Wrestling Jesus page. I don't even know if it's still there. Now you got a new page. Jerry has his own page, and then everybody. Now that you have sub pages, now everybody wants to freaking invite me to their sub page that we're in the group or in the EFED. I don't want to be part of your fucking group. I really don't want to be a part of this fucking group. I'll look at it, but I'm only gonna do it because I still have some respect for WJ. But I think everybody's starting to get really, really, really tired of your bullshit, WJ. I'm serious, Cedric. Stop flip flopping. Stop making it. You're on YouTube. You get about 500, 6, 7, 8, 800 subscribers. You're here for about a month, maybe 2, 3 months at most, and then you just can't handle it anymore because you're getting a lot of hate from YouTube. I don't blame you, but you should ignore it and just keep doing your YouTube videos like you did back in the day. Not the same guy you used to be back in 2009 all the way up to 2018. I mean, me and you are the founding fathers of the WC. But I think I took that name now, that moniker now. I think I'm the founding father of the YWC. Because I've been here since 2009. I mean, we both, WJ started a little bit earlier in 2009. I started in August. So, now that WJ's gone again, but he's coming back. I would say either by the end of this year or by early next year, WJ will be back on YouTube with another Wrestling Jesus YouTube channel. Had it up for maybe a month, 2 months at most, and then back to Facebook, where he'll probably get rid of the groups and the e-feds on Facebook. He'll go back to YouTube for a couple months, and then go back to Facebook, make another e-fed, make another group, and the cycle will continue. It needs to stop, because from what I've been reading in those in the e-fed and in the groups that you used to have on Facebook, WJ, people are starting to get pissed. People are pissed. I'm people. So I'm starting to get really annoyed about joining a ridiculous, boring as fuck e-fed, and then like a couple months later it's gone. Joining a private group for a couple months, it's gone. Subscribing to your YouTube channel, and then you subscribe to my channels, and then next thing I know, I lose a subscriber because you closed down the channel. Stupidity. It is just stupidity. Just stop, WJ. Stop being a flip-flopper. Just stop. And that's all I guess say about that. All right. So Queen Zelina Vega wins the Queen's Crown tournament, and we'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for that, and we'll move on because we gotta finish this burrito up. I could use a burrito. I mean, a real burrito. I'm not talking about my dick, but I mean, I could use some pussy too, but sadly, the miss not here. Yeah, but she'll probably be back either this weekend. I would think next weekend, but it is what it is, and that's that. I got my Asian porn to watch. Minus doing all my my house, just not in the mood to do it. I haven't been for a while, but so I'll probably be doing the yard. I think I'm gonna get to the yard more, and then hopefully I can get to go do shopping after that. So I gotta buy some liquor, I gotta buy some soda, gotta restock my fridge. So I'll probably do that tomorrow, and then just take Sunday off, watch some football because the Niners are playing Sunday night. And plus, I know I got a doctor appointment as well, so got to do all that. Yeah. Then pretty much the end of this month, I really got nothing to do. So I got my dad's birthday on Wednesday, so I'm gonna go over to see him. Well, I'll see him on Saturday, but then I'm gonna see him again on Wednesday after I have another doctor appointment, just a checkup. And I got to do a drug test that week too for my new job that's going to be starting pretty soon. Like I said, I got the job. I'm just wait. I got to do a drug test, and I got to just wait for that. And I should be starting the first or second week of November. I'm just gonna wait for the drug test results to go through, which should take a couple of days to maybe a week. At the end of this month, and then by beginning of November, I'll get the results, and then I gotta wait for a call, and then I get my schedule, I'm gonna get my days, my hours, and that's it. I'm gonna start making more money than I'm making right now. Just not making that. I'm not. I never said I'm rich. I know. I always proclaim I'm rich and stuff like that. I have a mansion, blah blah blah. It's it's a joke, and how everything's been going on lately. Nick knows what I'm talking about. With all these mindless zombie trolls that have no penis and no life, basically no girlfriends because they're all fake. But that's all I gotta say about that. But pretty soon I'll be making more money than you motherfuckers are making in a week. I'm not talking about 2 weeks. I'm talking about a week. back, get more money so I can go on some trips with the missus, go down Atlantic City, go to Florida. I might be going to Florida in 2 weeks, I think. I'm not sure yet. I gotta see how everything plays out when the missus comes back from her little little trip to Baltimore. But we'll see what happens with that. And so when she comes back, I think she'll probably when she comes back, whenever that might be, maybe November 1st, who knows. But when she comes back, probably spend the rest of the week here, and then I would think right after that she's gonna be going to Florida to see our grandson and her daughter, my stepdaughter, for my grandson's 5th birthday, which is coming up in a couple weeks. So I'm hoping I can go, so I don't have to spend another week or two alone. But I will be working. At least I'll be working, crunching numbers and stuff. And she invites me to come because I would love to. I haven't been to Florida since last no, yeah, since last year when the pandemic started. Since last July, actually. I haven't been to Florida or anything. So hoping to go. I'm hoping to go in a couple weeks, and I mean I'll let you guys know if I do go to Florida. So I might, if I do go to Florida, I will probably be off of YouTube. I'll be off YouTube. I probably won't be doing videos, or maybe I'll do a couple videos, maybe some vlogs, but on my phone, of course. On the trusty old flip cam over here. Do a couple of videos. I might do mini Raw reviews, like Raw, NXT, AEW, Rampage, SmackDown thoughts. And I know if I go that weekend of November 13th, I'm gonna miss Full Gear. So, but thankfully I will be in the apartment. When I do go to Florida, I can go to a sports bar, or since the baby goes, it's the baby's birthday, so I'll probably be out anyway, or I might be in the apartment celebrating with the family and everything. But if I'm out, I can go to like a nice little restaurant or something. Maybe Full Gear is on. I can watch a couple matches, and I can have it on my phone because I can get it on the Fight Network or whatever, or Bleacher Report, whatever. You know, or I don't. I don't want to waste time, and I could be in Florida for 2 weeks, and you won't get your Full Gear review because you want to see that. I know Nick does, but it is what it is, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, if I do go to Florida, you're gonna get mini Raw reviews. Raw thoughts, NXT thoughts, AEW, Dynamite thoughts, Rampage thoughts, um, and SmackDown thoughts, and of course your Full Gear predictions video coming up, and on episode 208 or 209 of the Gilmore Chronicles. So you get that, but so I will still be in the loop, but you won't be getting live streams because I'm not gonna bring my laptop all the way down to Florida. I mean I could, but I just don't want to. I mean, besides all my luggage and Rose's luggage, all the carry-ons we gotta bring, and I gotta bring the attaché case and my laptop and my charger and everything, and probably have a really bad internet connection. And plus, I gotta be very quiet because the kid is my 5-year-old kid goes to bed like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and then either me, Rosa, and my stepdaughter probably stay up for like another hour or so. We go to bed about 10, 11 o'clock, and then we get up like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to do a Raw review at 7 o'clock in the morning. Of course, the kids go, my grandson goes to school because he's now, I think, in daycare / pre-kindergarten now. So he goes to school. You know, he goes to well, he goes to school. He gets driven to school. Me and Rose are sleeping. We'll probably be sleeping, or maybe we'll get up and have early breakfast, then wait for her stepdaughter to come, and then we'll probably just hang out, have breakfast, and then maybe take a nap, and then do whatever we got to do during the afternoon. Then we go pick up the kid. Maybe he goes to swim practice, so maybe we'll watch him swim because it's Florida, because it's warm in Florida. We get to do that. We leave. We pick him up at school, and if he has swim practice, we go watch him at swim practice, and then after swim practice, we all come home. We get some dinner, and then we just hang out, watch some TV, and then watch a movie on Netflix, on Roku, or whatever, and then we go to bed. That's it. That's gonna be my trip mostly, because it's not gonna be that out. Well, it's near. It's not gonna be that warm by that time. Probably still, or I would think probably around maybe the mid 70s, maybe close to 80. So it'll be warm. Might break out the shorts here and there one day. I doubt we're gonna go to the pool if it's even open. Maybe go to the beach. Not that I'm gonna go in the water. Probably just go to the beach and go on the pier. Just look at the beautiful ocean at down in Florida. I'm not gonna tell you where in Florida. I think I might have mentioned it once in a while. Southern Florida, just put it that way, near Miami. So good to look at the Atlantic Ocean and everything. I just enjoy my little restaurant R&R, my little mini vacation. Because I didn't go on vacation all this year. I didn't go to Atlantic City because it wasn't open. Now it's open. I can go. I probably won't go the rest of this year. I'll probably go next year. I'll probably go in February for Valentine's Day weekend with the missus. Get to boogie and all that stuff. Have a nice little weekend. Go down there like on a Saturday and come back Sunday. All that good shit. Come back, have a nice I think Valentine's Day is on a Monday, so we'll go the weekend, like the 12th and 13th, and come back the 13th, and then the 14th we might go out to a nice restaurant for Valentine's Day. So we'll have a nice weekend, and then Valentine's Day we'll just have a nice romantic lunch, or go maybe have a nice romantic dinner, and then get the good sex, of course, because Valentine's Day is the #1 holiday for getting pregnant. I mean, sex. Sorry. Not that I'm gonna get Rosa pregnant or anything like that. She's kind of old. At her age, I don't think she'll be able to pop out a kid. But it is what it is. But all right, enough about that mushy stuff. Let's get back to wrestling. All right. So all right, move on. Back to that. We gotta finish this up. We're gonna finish this up. All right. So after the Queen's Crown tournament, which Zelina Vega thankfully won, a recap of the Bobby Lashley feud, which their match at Slam get stopped by the referee. Goldberg hurt his leg, and then beats up Gage Goldberg, his Goldberg's son, after the match, and then Goldberg, he comes out, he wants revenge. And Bobby Lashley a couple weeks ago says it's a hard match. And earlier in the day before the pay-per-view, there was a WWE tweeted out this match is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match and a no holds barred match. So that's kind of cool. Should just been they were supposed to make Roman and Brock a no disqualification. And I think that was a good idea. But we'll move on. All right, so then we get to match number what's the match number 5. No holds barred, Falls Count Anywhere. Goldberg and Lashley 2. Not bad. Went 11 and a half minutes almost. So starts off ready, to go. Goldberg's in the corner getting ready for a spear or something like that. Lashley's in the corner doing something. Then we see him wrapping a chain around his fist as the bell rings. Goldberg going to beating his ass. Doesn't know Lashley chain around his fist. So a little bit. Lashley starts whipping the crap out of Goldberg over his back and head with the chain around his fist. Sends Goldberg shoulder first into the ring post. And then Lashley goes to the outside. Can't find a table because all the tables have been used in the Hell in a Cell match, obviously. So he's supposed to beat Goldberg down with a chair. Sends him into the corner. And brings it inside. Stomps him down in the corner. He stomps up in the corner. And Lashley with a spear to the leg, which caused the stoppage at SummerSlam. So, and then, Lashley wanted to, put more damage to that already fucked up knee that he has. That Goldberg has, I should say. That goes limping around a little bit. Then he wraps the chair around the leg and the bottom rope. He Pillmanized leg, and Goldberg just lays there, not even sound a little bit, but Goldberg up anyway, and he kind of shakes the leg off. He's like, Brock Goldberg on the man. Goldberg gets up. He avoids the spear, sends Lashley through the table in the corner. The table obliterated. And then Goldberg sets up for the spear. He hits the spear, and it's time to go up. So, he kind of shakes his leg out, and the commentator's like, him up, perfect form. Boom, jackhammer. And I was like, oh, this is over. This is going to be over in about 3, 5, 6 minutes. This is going to be over. This is over real quick. But instead, Goldberg's like no. Starts taking his gloves off, throw him in the crowd. I guess he wants to do more damage because he did say he wants to kill Lashley. He does Lashley outside, and then Lashley's right by the timekeeper's area. And he's like kind of stalking him. And then you see Lashley right by the timekeeper's area. And you know it's gonna break. That barrier is gonna break. He spears him into the timekeeper's area. The barrier obliterates. Both Lashley's down like. Bleh. So, and then Goldberg looks for a table. I guess he was looking for a weapon, but he steps, sends Lashley into a whole bunch of stuff at ringside. Then he puts Lashley on the steps. Lashley, that didn't happen. Then he goes up the ramp. He goes up the ramp. Lashley goes up the ramp to escape. And Goldberg follows him. The referee's following him, obviously, because it's Falls Count Anywhere. And then Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the semi-business, they come out and they with kendo sticks. And then they give one to Bobby. So we have a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader type. Use lightsaber first. Use the dark side. Luke, strike me down and your ascent to the dark side will be complete. Well, that didn't happen, but anyway, Goldberg beats the crap out of Shelton Benjamin and Cedric. grabs the kendo stick, gets rid of the kendo stick. Goldberg blocks it, and then he takes the stick and breaks it over his knee, shatters apart, and beats down Lashley a little bit. Then I thought they were gonna do something maybe with a spear. Okay, Chase just sent me something. I'll look at that in a minute. So anyway, I thought they were gonna do like a spot, like a Strowman Lashley spot. Remember, like from like a couple years ago when they went through the LED screen and it blew up. I thought they were gonna do something like that, but instead, Goldberg backed up and he spears Lashley off the stage through tables off the ramp, and then well, it's falls down. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg gets the revenge Lashley in about 11.5 minutes. Not a bad match. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Afterwards, Goldberg goes up the ramp. He's like, "Don't you mess with my family." And that's that. We didn't see Gage. I think he might have been in the audience. I don't. And then then we see the referee helping up Lashley, and Lashley didn't even appear to freaking hurt. Kind of selling the the spear through the off the ramp through the tables and everything. So he gets up and walks away under his own power. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see, Chase. I got you, Chase. Don't worry about it. I got you. Nick, I'll send you this video that Chase sent me. So after I edit everything up. So I'll send you the video on Instagram. So check out your Instagram in about a few minutes, okay, Nick? If you're still around. All right. So Goldberg beats Lashley, gets his revenge, and we'll see what happens with Lashley on Monday Night Raw from here. And that's all about that. All right, then we go to match number, I believe this is match number 6. King of the Ring finals between Finn Balor, the Prince, Finn Balor, taking on Xavier Woods of the New Day. All right, the King of the Ring tournament was way better than the Queen's Crown tournament. Some pretty good matches in the tournament. Now we got a pretty good final. I think this match actually decent, not great, but still pretty decent. Yeah, a little short, a little over 9.5 minutes. So anyway, so before the match, we'll get a Survivor Series ad hyping that is night of the year where Raw and SmackDown go head to head. This is the 7th match of the night. Oh wait, no. All right, anyway, whatever. So this year's Survivor Series, once again, it's going to be Raw versus SmackDown. And no NXT here, which sucks. No, 2.0 is not that many stars on there. Lost a lot of people there. But it is what it is. So we get that. That's going to be on November the 21st, our next pay-per-view in Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center. And then the next night on Raw at the Barclays Center. Don't even ask if I'm going, because I'm not. Right now to go there. And plus, it's already sold out. Well, just about to be sold out. Well, Barclays Center, I think the Raw at Barclays Center is about to be sold out. Or it is sold out. I don't know if it is sold out. I know it's about to sell out the Nassau. I mean, AEW just sold out the Nassau Coliseum in December. And as far as Survivor, they're probably all sold out. So there's probably no way I can even go there unless somebody gets me a ticket. But I know you're gonna want like $1 million, but I don't have to. I mean, I'm probably not gonna go to Survivor Series or Raw at Barclays Center or at the Nassau Mausoleum, even for AEW. So go to AEW. It probably will be next year, because I know they're gonna come back to New York next year, and I would hope I think they're gonna come back to the stadium. So I'm gonna hope when they right, first thing in the morning. So I want to get those tickets. Not that I'm gonna get good seats. I'm gonna try to get pretty decent seats. I don't want to pay like an arm and a leg for me and the missus to go over there, or just myself. And plus, you know how it is when you go there. I think Nick knows firsthand going there with the trains and everything. The 7 train is always packed. Plus, you gotta have to get off where I think you have to get off. Yeah, you probably have to. I think you get off. You get off at City Field. Have to go the other direction and go all the way down that path, that little bridge, and then you have to cross over into Corona Gardens, where the tennis center is, and then just make your way all the way over to Arthur Ashe Stadium, and then leaving and getting home is gonna be a bitch. I mean, if you ever went to the tennis center, or you went to a Met game at Shea Stadium back in the day, or you went to Citi Field now, it's a bitch to get out of there, isn't it? It is a bitch if you don't have a car. Or if you do have a car, it's a bitch to get out. If you don't have a car, it's even worse, because you're gonna have to go all the way back to the train station, and it's gonna be humongously packed. Because I mean, there's gonna be like 20,000 idiots there. Well, not I should say idiots, but AEW fans there from Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island, New Jersey, the Bronx. Everybody's going back to Manhattan, and the trains are just going to be humongously packed. I mean, it's the second, the last stop is Main Street on the 7 train, and then you come back. As soon as you get on, it's not that many people on. When the train comes back from the last stop and starts making his way back to Manhattan. Not that it doesn't get crowded. It's not crowded when you get on, but I mean, when the train comes in, but when you get on, you're gonna have like a couple thousand people getting on that train, and it gets really, really, just scrunched together like sardines. And then you're gonna have to wait. You can't get if you don't get on the first one. You might have to wait for another train, and maybe another train and another train. You might have to wait for 4 trains until you get on the goddamn train. And then everybody's going to get off at either at Times Square, 42nd Street, or at the last stop, 34th Street, Hudson Yard. And then wherever you got to go, you got to take the 2 train or the 4 train or whatever train you got to take to get back to Brooklyn. Or if you have to go, if you go to the Port Authority and you have to get there quick and get on the the New Jersey Transit train, or if you take the LIRR if you live in Long Island. It's a bitch to get home. I mean, the show will end about 11:15, maybe 11:30 at most. By the time you get home, it's 2 o'clock. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And knowing me, living in, New York, saying, all that thing, saying I lived in New Jersey was just a fake out people, but no, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, just getting back from Citi Field or Arthur Ashe Stadium is just a pain in the ass. I know that firsthand, because when I went to Citi Field for the first time back in 2015, when the Mets were actually good, me and the missus went. We took the train. It wasn't really that crowded when we went to Citi Field, but when we came back, it was late. It was like I think we got out of there about 10 or 11 o'clock, because there was a Boyz II Men concert after the game, so we had to stay for the concert. Of course, I was like, I didn't even know that there was a concert that night. So we just got tickets. We sat in God's country in left field, and then during the game, it's like, fans stay, please stay in your seats for the post-game concert with Boys to Men. I'm like, ooh, Boys to Men. Haven't seen them in a while. Not the same Boys to Men we used to know. Then they used to be a four piece, now they're a 3-piece. So, yeah, so I looked at Rosa like, you want to stay for this concert? She's like, yeah, let's stay, let's stay. I'm like, okay. So yeah, we stayed, watched the concert, had fun. Then we left. We could have went to what was it? What's that bar by City Field? Was it McFadden's? I think it's called. Could have went to the bar. Rosa being an alcoholic. Could have went to a bar for a couple of drinks, but it was like 11 o'clock. I was like, I'm tired as fuck from the Met game, screaming my lungs out, and then seeing a great concert by Boys to Men. I'm like, I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to rest. I think it was a Saturday game, and then just I wanted to rest and come home and rest. And by the time we got home, it was like 1:30 in the morning because we had to go. We had to go all the way from Manhattan into Brooklyn, and then we had to go. We had to go. Got off the train. We had to take a cab to to our take a cab home. That was that was just a train ride home was just a pain in the ass. It's a big pain in the ass because people were still there. No, not that many people were there at for the concert because everybody left. I was a couple thousand people were still there. But we got home when it was like 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I could have went to sleep on the train. Not that that's a good idea, by the way. Because I did that one year. I did that at Ozfest 2007 when I was with my ex-girlfriend, Ashley Marie. We went to Ozfest. It was on a Thursday. It was during a week, not on a weekend. We came back from Ozfest on the train. I'm fucking gone. I'm tired. I didn't get drunk or anything. I was fucking tired. And I'm sleeping. I'm like, I have my we're sitting down. I got my ex-girlfriend next to me. My legs are up. I pass out. I'm like half in. I'm like basically passed out, and then I wake up like halfway during the ride, and then I find out when we get off the train. You know, my ex is like, "Why'd you go to sleep? Why'd you pass out?" It's like it's like I had people almost like looking at me. We're about to get robbed and stuff. I was like, "Oh shit! Why didn't you just wake me up? Could have kicked some ass." You got weirdos in New York City. Just want to point that out. But I digress. But yeah, just when AEW comes to town, especially in New York, it's a little now that's in that it was now it's gonna be at City at Arthur Ashe Stadium. I doubt it's gonna be anywhere else in New York City unless it's the Hammerstein, which they could get, but they're gonna have a record low crowd of 2,000 people or 2,500 at most. I don't think they're gonna go to the Hammerstein. They got to go to a big arena, and then the biggest arena is either Madison Square Garden, which they're not gonna get, or they go to City Field, or now they're gonna go to Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is a little bit bigger, which they held 22,000 people. So, like I said, when you get home, it's gonna be a bitch to get home. Nick knows. Anybody who went to that knows firsthand how bad, how horrible of a train ride it is to get home. If you go to a Met game or you go see the U.S. Open or a concert at Citi Field. Because I know when they do that big concert next year, Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett, and Motley Crue, which I'm hoping to go to that one. It's gonna be a bitch to get home. And that's gonna be in the summer. I think the spring is summertime. That show. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't. I don't know if the tickets were sold for that show before it got canceled because of the fucking pandemic. They didn't. It was supposed to be this year, but then never happened because of the fucking pandemic. And the bands are like we're not gonna do it. So let's just wait till next year. So they're gonna do it next year. Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett, and Motley fucking Crue. We're gonna be the headliner, of course, at Citi Field sometime next year. Just gotta go on Ticketmaster or go on Live Nation and see if the tickets went on sale yet. I don't know if the tickets went on sale or if you have the tickets you can use them, but I don't know if extra tickets are gonna be on sale. But I so want to go to that concert. I wanted to when it first got announced. I had the money because then the fucking pandemic hits and fuck. So now that I have a great job coming up, making a lot of money, I can go to concerts now. In this moment coming around next year, Ozzy's coming around hopefully next year sometime to finish his farewell tour, and it's gonna be at the Garden. Definitely going to that. Definitely going to In This Moment because they gotta make up that date they were supposed to have last year, or actually it was last. Yeah, I think it was last year. No, the thing was this year. Last year or this year, it was supposed to be at Terminal 5, the worst place to have a concert because there's no air conditioning. So they're gonna probably make up that show. Probably have it back at Terminal 5. I don't want to go there, but I can't miss In This Moment in New York City. I mean, come on now. Or in New Jersey, for that matter, if they go to the Starland Ballroom or the PNC, and or they come to the Hammerstein, which they have come one time. That's they only came one time, and I was doing the Music as a Weapon tour with Sevendust and Disturbed and Korn. They were the opener. The many memories I've had of that show. Holy crap. All the ladies ask me, it's like, is this a good band? And all the guys like, is this a good band? Like, who's In This Moment? I'm like, really? You don't know who this band is? It's like, and I had to tell him, it's like, I known this band since 2005. I think this concert was like 2012 or 13. I forgot what it was. It was doing it had to be around 2012, 2013, I think. It was around the third album, so it was around the Star Course Wasteland tour. So they did that. It was January, I think, 2013, 2014. Or 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. So I had to tell these guys I've known them since 2005. It's like you're in for a treat. So and they come out first, they kick some ass, get a couple of songs, maybe 4 or 5 songs, I think, maybe 6, and then they rock the house as always, and then all the girls and guys come up to me. It's like, holy shit, you're right. I was like, I told you. So go buy the album. They were on Central Media at the time. This was before they went to Roadrunner, which I still work for, by the way. Occasionally, I don't work all the time now. But yeah, they were great. And then Sevendust came out, kicked ass. I love Sevendust. If you have never seen Sevendust, you are in for a treat. I've seen them before, but this I think was the second or third time I've seen Sevendust. Great, awesome shit. Did a bass player look like the Miz? I was like, hey, is that the Miz? It's like, what the hell is the Miz doing playing bass for Sevendust? I never knew that. Yeah, they kicked ass, and then Disturbed came on. Disturbed. I mean, I seen Disturbed on Ozfest, but I was like sitting a different place. But this show, I was like front row, right by the rail and everything. Whew, boy. I mean, seeing David Draymond up front, like right in your fucking face. It's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing show. Amazing show. I think that was doing the 10,000 Fist album tour. I think. Yeah, it was either that one or one after that. No, had to be. I think it was. Yeah, had to be doing 10,000 Fists. So I don't think it was during the Indestructible tour. The one after that album. They should be coming out with a new album pretty soon. because they had their last album was Evolution, and now I think they're gonna coming out with a new one. I hope. Hopefully they're not going another 6 year, 4 year hiatus, and then we don't hear from them again. Or David Draymond goes back to doing what's that band called? Device, his his side project. Hope he doesn't do that again. I want to hear another freaking awesome Disturbed album. And that's that. Then after that was Korn, and I seen Korn millions of times on Ozfest and the Family Values tour with that crappy band we all know and love, like that sucks dick, Limp Bizkit. Korn kicked ass. I was gonna leave the show actually. I was like, I don't want to see Korn. I've seen him too many times. So I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I was gonna leave, and I was like, no, I'll just stay. I was like, I'll just stay. Korn kicks ass anyway. So Korn came out, kicked ass, and then that was it. Show ended, and then we left. And this is what around the time that the Jets were doing so good. Remember with Sanchez when they were going to the AFC title game and everything. When the Jets were actually good, now they suck. That was a good tour. That was an awesome tour. But it is what it is. All right, I went off on a tangent for this one. All right, let's okay. We're gonna paraphrase here. We're already over 2 hours. I'm gonna finish this up because I want to get into. I gotta watch this video that Chase sent me, and I gotta send it to Nick, and then got the Rant and Rave podcast coming up at 8:00. So want to watch that, and then watch some football, Thursday night football. I gotta watch Legacies after that because season 4 just started. Thankfully, I binge watched this week. I watched all of season 3. On Tuesday, I watched every episode of season 3. Well, not every episode. The last episodes I had DVR'd. I watched all that. I could have watched it on easier without the commercials on Netflix, but I'm too cheap to do that. But so I watched all that, and then last night I watched the season 4 premiere, which is awesome. So tonight's the second episode of season 4. So I want to watch that probably before I go to bed tonight. So watch that. So I'm all caught up now with Legacies. Now I gotta go back and watch Walking Dead because I missed all of season 10 and part of season 11. Now that they're in season 11B now, I think. So the finale of The Walking Dead, and then now they got the side projects coming out like Fear the Walking Dead, which I barely watch, and then now the World Beyond, which is now somehow in season 2, 2 or 3, I think. I'm like, wait, did I miss a season? So yeah, I gotta watch some of that. I can watch that on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. The Walking Dead the World Beyond, and Fear the Walking Dead, of course. So I gotta like binge all that shit. So I gotta do that. I mean, Supernatural season 15 is already on Netflix. I watched the entire season already, so I don't need to watch it again. I mean, I can watch it again. I got nothing to watch, so I can just binge watch season 15 of Supernatural. But anyway, that's it. All right, let's finish this burrito off. All right, so we get to the King of the Ring, Finn Balor and Xavier Woods. This what match is this? Let me see. 1, 2. This is match number 6 actually of the card. Pretty good 9.5 minute match. They went back and forth. We're getting to the end. Balor goes up top, superplex back down by Xavier, which allows Woods to load up the Limit Breaker. Final Fantasy 7 reference. He loads it up. He hits it. He hits it up, but Finn Balor gets the knees up. Balor hits the shotgun dropkick in the corner. He has Xavier in his sights. He's in the trap zone. Goes for the coup de grace. It missed. Woods tries a La Magistral pinning combination. Gets a near fall out of that. Woods then hits a good buster into the double knees to the chest. Then he goes up top, He walks the ropes, hits the limit breaker. 1, 2, 3. We have a new King of the Ring. And I think it was pretty obvious at the start of this tournament it was going to be Xavier Woods. So we have a new king, and that is King Xavier Woods the first. So Xavier Woods wins. He fulfills his destiny, and he will now the new King of the Ring. I will see what happens with him on SmackDown tomorrow night. So it was a pretty good day for the New Day, as I'll get to Big E in just a second. So I was kind of surprised, like, where the hell is Kofi? I was like, oh, right, Kofi doesn't go to Saudi Arabia. Unlike a lot of people, they don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. We didn't see Kevin Owens. We didn't even see Sami Zayn because, he's Arabic. No Sami Zayn. No Horseface Charlotte. No big stars like Damian Priest or anybody like that. Even though Damian Priest was in Florida, and here's an interesting thing. This might be a spoiler. Get ready for this one, Nick, or anybody who's watching. Here's a big time spoiler for you guys. Damian Priest was at a Killswitch Engage concert with I think he's still current Ring of Honor star and member of the OGK, the Kingdom. That man is, no, not Mike Bennett, the other guy. Yeah, Damian Priest and what's her name? Kayden Carter were at the Florida Amphitheater watching Killswitch Engage, and guess who else was there? Matt fucking Taven. Interesting to see him there, and on his Instagram he had a picture, he had himself there, and then he had like two other parts of his story there, and the next part was Damian Priest and Kayden Carter singing what song was that? Not End of Heartache. Rose of Sharon, I think it was. Not Sharon Osbourne. Sharon! But yeah, they're singing that. There is love, nothing to find you. Something like that. So they're singing that. And I'm like, wow, Damian Priest and Kayden Carter on Matt Taven's timeline? Not timeline, on his Instagram? Well, obviously, it's obvious because Damian Priest used to be in Ring of Honor. Matt Taven was around the same time as Damian Priest, who was known as Punishment Martinez back then, was in Ring of Honor. So I guess they're buddies. So they must have met up in Florida somehow. I was about to freaking leave a comment and say, Matt Taven, the NXT confirmed. Then I probably got like, oh, I'm not going to NXT. But you never know. I mean, the Forbidden Door is open. I don't know Matt Taven's contract status with Ring of Honor, but he is a big time guy. He's probably a guy that the WWE and AEW want on their roster, on their radar right now. It's on their radar, and they could love him. I would love to have him on either roster. I think he'll do well in NXT, but I just don't think he's gonna form the Kingdom in NXT with. I really don't think Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis Bennett are going to go back to WWE after the treatment they got when they were in WWE. They're not going to go there. They're probably going to stay in Ring of Honor. So I would think if Matt Taven does leave Ring of Honor, he'll probably go to either NXT or he goes to AEW, or maybe go to Impact, or go back to Japan, because they were the Kingdom were big in Japan. Former IWGP Tag Team Champions. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with Adam Cole baby there, and the lovely, beautiful piece of ass that she is, Maria Kanellis Bennett, who's going to be in Staten Island for WOW Intergender Warfare coming November. So go get your tickets now if you want to go see Maria Kanellis Bennett and David Otunga as well. Yeah, nobody cares about David Otunga. Yeah, I'm just waiting for fucking WOW to come back to Brooklyn. I miss it. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so we got King Xavier Woods wins the match. Gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty match with King Xavier on SmackDown. All right, they're going to recap of the Drew McIntyre Big E feud over the title. Now, the title, cashing in Money in the Bank last month against Bobby Lashley. McIntyre comes out and is the new challenger and everything that's happened for the last 3-4 weeks lead up to this match. All right, so this is match number 7, WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre and Big E. Decent match, like 13.5 minutes. Big E gets the win after he counters the Claymore. He loads up the McIntyre, runs back, hits and the WWE the third time. Big E peaks out at 2.999995. And all that stuff. Thank you for the preview. Then they mix things up a bit. McIntyre tries to hit Big E with his own finisher, the big ending. Big E reversed it and then hits, well, his version of the big ending. 1, 2, 3. Big E retains the WWE as well. So Big E retains, obviously, because Drew's going to SmackDown on tomorrow. So he's going to starting his main event division push before he fights Roman probably next year. But we'll see what happens with that. And Big E goes on Monday Night Raw, and we'll see what happens with Big E and who knows. But he needs a challenger. He needs a heel challenger. So they could go back to the Big E Apollo Crews route. I doubt that. I mean, at least, if they do it, at least Apollo Crews gets I don't even know what they're doing with Apollo Crews on Raw. I don't why did they go there? So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with Apollo Crews or with Big E. But I guess we're gonna have to find out on Monday Night Raw. This Monday night, and that's it. But like I said, this match is decent, not bad. Obvious endings. So I gave it to shit. My computer went now is crashed. No, not crashed. It froze a little bit. Well, it kind of crashed. My notes. I don't need my notes. But all right, now we're gonna wrap this up pretty quick. And that's it. All right, match number 8 for the SmackDown. Take it on Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. It's not her hair. It's Bianca Belair. Then take it on the boss, Sasha Banks. Pretty good match. Well, not great match, but pretty decent match. Getting in the end, and Bianca hit who did she hit? I think she hit Becky with the KOD. She was about to win the title. Sasha was right there. She stopped it. She pushed Bianca out of the way. She tries to go for the pin, and then I think Becky kicked out. And then they go. They're fighting amongst themselves, and then Becky and Sasha are fighting. They're near the ropes, and Becky I think hits a move right near the ropes, pins Sasha. She puts her arm on the ropes, and she wins the match. In really controversial, really shitty fashion. But it is what it is. But Becky retains the title because you really can't have 2 titles on SmackDown. And Becky's on Raw, so you don't have a Raw Women's Champion because now it's on SmackDown. So obviously they went with Becky to win, and now Becky and Charlotte are probably gonna switch titles, and tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens with that. But man, Becky stole the win. Can't really do a goddamn thing about it. Unless Becky's on SmackDown, they do Becky versus Sasha 2 for the SmackDown belt, and then Sasha wins on SmackDown live from Kansas, I think, tomorrow. Because they probably flew back. They're probably in Kansas right now. They flew back after the show. The show ended 3 hours ago. So I think they're probably already in the air. Either they're in the air, going to London, and then probably a connecting flight. So let's probably stop off in London, and then which is now 12:30 at night now in London. So probably staying in London, and then I would think they're probably gonna take the red eye back to the States, and they're gonna land in with SmackDown is tomorrow night. You know, get some rest and get up early in the morning. Probably gonna be all jet lagged and shit. But gotta get a live SmackDown tomorrow. Hopefully the Saudi Prince didn't do what he did 2019 and keep him on the tarmac, and we don't see like Roman or Michael Cole and anybody like that. They had to bring up all the men and women from NXT, and whoever got left over didn't go on the trip in 2019. Hopefully, we won't get one of those incidents, but we'll see. But I think they're probably in the air going. They probably either landed in London or about to land in England, and then after that they're gonna probably take maybe an hour, half hour layover, an hour 2 hour layover. Not like they were in the air for 20 goddamn hours from like Tuesday into Wednesday. I forgot. They because it was like a 2 hour layover. I heard when they were going there. They stopped off in London to they had to stop off in London. Then everybody had to get off the plane, and then they were there for like 2 hours, and they got back on the plane. They're back in the air, and it was like a 20-hour flight. Like damn, like going to fucking Tokyo, going to Japan from New York, because you go over the international date line, and today's today's Thursday, so it's really Friday in Japan. If you left there now, by the time you get there, it's Saturday. So you missed the day. Like, well, where did Friday go? But it is what it is. If I ever do go to Japan or go to Australia, if I maybe if I money I might be making, I could go to Australia or to Japan. I would love to go to Japan and go to the Tokyo Dome, or go to Osaka, and go to some of the places where New Japan is, like the Kurikan Hall. I'd love to go there. I'd love to go to the Tokyo Dome. If they don't have an event at the Tokyo Dome, I would love to go to it. If they have a show at the Kurikan Hall, it's a dinky small place, but I go there and then go to McDonald's or go to TGI Fridays or Applebee's. That's the only American food they got there. So, and then proceed to try to keep the Asian chicks away from me. Oh, you from America? I love you long time. I sucked your dick long time. I'm like, easy there, Kyoko. Maybe I run into Abe Mio and Mio Abe and Pieter. I'm like, what was it? Who? Get out of here. I just have to worry about Taichi and Bad Luck Fale following me around. I get one night with Mio Abe and Pieter. Woo! I won't leave Japan. You will see me again, and I know you haters would love that. But I'll be having a good time in Japan. Better time than you would, because you guys play with yourselves and jerk off to me when you watch me. It is what it is. Or you watch some other people, but it is what. But you jerk off to me mostly, but it is what it is. All right, so we got that. All right, so Becky retains the title, and we'll see what happens tomorrow on SmackDown. Like I said, I think there's going to be a title swap between Becky and Charlotte, and we'll see what happens with all that, and that's it. But Sasha is pissed, and I think Bianca is too, and I think Bianca and Becky are going to continue their feud on Monday Night Raw, and we'll see what happens with all that. All right, after that, we belch, and we get to the main event, match number 9, the final match of the pay-per-view for the WWE Universal title. We had Brock Lesnar taking on our tribal chief, and we must and we will acknowledge him. We had Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, who came out with his special counsel. The man is in the middle right now between these two guys. My name is Paul Heyman. So we see the whole video package with from SummerSlam, and then Paul's everything with Paul and Roman and Brock saying like, I signed the contract with my advocate, stuff that we saw last week, or last time on SmackDown. So we see that. And then we see Kevin Patrick talking to him earlier in the day, and Paul's like, I'm going to go to the ring with the reigning, defending, undefeated Universal Champion Roman Reigns, and I will walk to the locker room with the reigning, defending, undefeated Universal Champion Roman Reigns. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, the match happens. Great match to end the show, and Roman gets the victory, and he pins Brock Lesnar, I think with help from Paul. I was watching the stream, and then somehow it cut off. I was like, fuck! Fucking computer. So I missed out. I think he got pinned. So I had to rewatch it again. I believe he got pinned. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, or if Nick is still in the chat, or whoever's watching right now. So, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. So Roman gets the victory. He retains the Universal title, obviously, and because it's going to continue this feud, probably going into the Survivor Series, and maybe going into Day 1 or at the Royal Rumble, or maybe go all the way to WrestleMania with this. But yeah, so Roman wins, and Roman goes to the back with Paul, and Brock is like, did Paul just screw me? So because there was a lot of people that are doing reviews that have like Paul screwed Roman, Paul screwed Brock. Like, where is Paul's allegiance right now? So obviously, we see him going up the ramp with Roman after the match. So right now he's still with the Tribal Chief, and Roman is still the undefeated, undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And this match I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty good match. So beginning and end of the match were great. The rest of the show fell flat. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so that's it for Crown Jewel. Pretty decent pay-per-view. I gave it 6.25 out of 5 stars. It could have been better if the matches weren't that bad, but it could have been a little bit better. So I could have bumped the rating up to maybe 6.5 or close to 7. But I'm going to keep it at 6.25 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below in the comment section. Or hit me up via Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can leave me a message, or slide in my DMs, or message me on Instagram. And we'll have a nice little chit-chat and all of that. And that's it. All right, everybody, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Nick, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. My Tribal Chief of the chat, as always. I'll see you on the Rant and Rave podcast with my good buddies Brandon Martin and J-Man Jordan. So talk about, I don't know what they're going to talk about, but I think they're going to talk about Crown Jewel, talk about some other stuff on the podcast. So check it out. I'll have the link down below in the gobbledygook down there, so you can all watch it, because it's gonna be going live in about 25 minutes. So check that out, and that's all I gotta say about that. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my SmackDown Rampage review after Rampage goes off the air. On late Friday night on the Killer Demons channel. So subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, share the video all over the internet, and all that good shit. Don't forget to hit the bell as well. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And if not down with that, I got 3 words for you. And thank you for the free view, you son of a bitch. Thank you for the free view. I'll see you guys next time. I got 3 words for if you're not down with that. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Wrapping up this burrito. Peter Gunn was signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cock out. And have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Peace. Thank you for the free view once again.